I was abused as a child. Here is my story.
All right, you guys, I'm going to talk about a dream that got shattered by a person that molested me when I was a little girl. Okay, so I had this dream of wanting to be a model, of wanting to be an entertainer, wanting to be a singer, actress, anything that had to do with entertainment since I was little. I remember that I would tell everybody that that's what I wanted to do, that's what I wanted to be. I would get home from school, sing songs to my mom, model. I dream about being like on the cover of magazines, modeling for like Dior, for like Prada, Gucci, everything. That was me. So I had this dream, and at this precise moment, we moved to another rental house that belonged to my uncle. And I remember that everybody knew that I wanted to be a model. This specific family member one day told me, you know what, I'm going to help you be a model. I'm going to teach you exactly what you. So she would tell me, we're going to take pictures. I'm going to teach you how to be a model. And I was really excited because this was my older cousin. And I was like, yay, someone's going to help me. They're going to teach me how to do it. I was only 6 years old at this time. So I remember that she started telling me to go over her house, that, we were going to take pictures, that I had to, change my clothes and, put clothes that she had that was like more for like grown-ups, and that she was gonna do my hair, my makeup. And I was really excited because I was gonna, learn how to be a model. So I remember that she started taking photos of me, and she started telling me how to pose, how to walk, how to be. And between the wardrobe changes, I remember that she started, molesting me. This was very, very heartbreaking because that dream turned into something that I started to hate. I started to feel sad about. So the molestation kept going on for a while. I remember that after I stopped going to her house, she started going to mine. And I remember that she started molesting me at my house as well. After a while, I started hiding from her. I stopped going to family parties because since I did just not want to hang around with her anymore, I remember that her easy access was family parties. So I stopped going to them. I didn't want to be there. I knew, and at that moment, she would tell me that, if I would tell, I was going to get in trouble, and I was really scared. I know that my other cousin did see it once, but he just pretended that he didn't see it. I think because this certain family member was a really, really, really big bully to the whole family. I don't know if he was scared or if he was just like, saying like, you know what, I just don't want drama. I just don't want conflict. I don't know what it was, but he just didn't tell. After a while, I understood that what she was doing to. After a while, I started understanding that what she was doing to me was not right. It was something that was wrong, and I knew in my heart that it wasn't my fault. So I did tell. I told this specific person, and basically they questioned me. They told me, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, yeah, really, this really did happen. Just because this particular person that would molest me was possibly the fan favorite of the whole family. So I started becoming really closed in. I started changing a lot. I remember that I would just like stay in my room and like listen to music and hide away because I was just really, really sad inside because my heart was really broken at that point, that I had nobody to tell. I felt like if I was alone, I felt really bad. I was a little girl and I had nowhere or no one to run to. After that, my attitude completely changed. I remember I started becoming really rebellious. I started feeling as if I was alone. I didn't have anyone. I had nobody to be there for me. It was a very bad childhood experience that I had to go through. And since I was alone, I did start hanging out with people que no me convenían. I started basically being a loner, being quiet. People didn't understand me. Because of that, I started getting bullied. I remember a lot. I started getting bullied at school, at home. It was a very sad time for me. But I never told anybody else. I didn't tell a teacher. I didn't go and tell anybody that maybe would have helped me. I just kept it all to myself. The reason for my story time is just to let all of you know that if something like that ever happens to you, the reason for my story time is, you know, you're probably saying just another story time, right? About maybe child abuse. You possibly have heard it a lot of times, but the reason for me talking about this is to let anybody out there know that was or is being put in the situation that I was in, to go out, to go tell. Somebody will listen. If you would tell me, I would listen. I would do something about it. So not everybody's the same, no matter how close your family is to you, or a close friend or a close mentor that you might think that they're gonna rescue you, and if they don't, somebody else will. So tell anybody, do it. Don't just stay, you know, closed in like I did, because if you do that, a lot of other bad things come along with it. Because since you're closed in and you don't have nobody to talk to or to speak to, you just start hanging out with people that la verdad no te convienen. You're probably wondering what happened to the molester, what happened to you. Well, I made my dream come true. De tanto, I think that yo sola, I started, you know, caring about myself, loving myself, mentoring myself, knowing that, you know, for myself, I took it like, well, things happen, but it made me stronger. It made me a person that I think I did good for myself today. I think that I did really good for myself. The person that child molested me, the person's still around. I could tell you that I beat her up, but besides that, maybe I'll talk about that one day. But everybody, remember, if something like this is going on in your life, go ahead and tell. Even DM me, DM her, and I think we'll do something for you. All right?